Hey, what's up?
Oh, you guys still put? Oh, we turn the music off.
That's all we're waiting on.
Oh, that's the intro music.
Huh?
How y'all doing?
We ain't got no intro music.
So,
I need to turn. I guess I don't have to put my do not disturb on today.
Nah, just make sure it's on silent.
yeah,
Fellas.
it's on silent.
Oh, okay.
On movie mode.
Yeah, or you will be removed from the studio.
Straight like that.
Movie.
Dang, boy, I like this track.
Oh.
I like it, Trav.
Yeah, try a nice phone. Hey, listen, fellas, we gotta get started.
Yeah, let's go.
What If Podcast, where possibility begins. Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy CJ.
It's your boy Trav, I'm here.
And it's your boy Jarvis.
Fellas, man, real interesting week we just came off of, man. Savannah, Georgia. Probably one of the biggest St. Patrick's Day celebrations in the world going on right now in the city.
Yep.
Big Trav gonna be out of town tomorrow where we usually do it, so we coming a day early with the podcast.
Yep.
Gonna be an exciting episode. We'll knock it out fairly quick. We gotta get Big Jarvis to the job.
Yeah, man.
But it'll be a good. I always got so. It'll be a good day, man.
Yeah.
Last week was a big one. I'm ready to jump in up, but what y'all fellas? Good week?
Oh, we want to go. Can y'all speak at once?
Jarvis said. What kind of week? What kind of week is that?
Man, it was
Okay.
It was a challenging week. I mean, first and foremost, it was a good week, but it was just challenging.
What challenge you this week, dog?
Man, just to grind more, man. Just to have that bulldog tenacity, man, and try to get to it, man. And this week, I really went into school. I think I subbed one day this week. Apparently, a lot of people, a lot of teachers was in their classes.
Last week, post spring break.
Yeah, man. So you know,
they finished strong.
Yeah, so you know,
Racing to the finish line.
So man, just grinding, man. Just just trying to sharpen my skills, sharpen my resume. Just trying to see if there's better opportunities out there. Just trying to get it, man. Pretty much, man. Like I said, you can't be complacent. Always try to put your best foot forward and try to get to the next level. So, and then also researching the GACE, try to get certified and be a certified teacher. So, trying to get ready for that and trying to
We get your study on?
Yeah, man. I told myself earlier last week I want to get at least 2 certifications this year. I want to get 1 technical certification. So, I don't know, to the technical people, probably at my A+ certification on my probably my networking certification, something like that. And then, of course, get the GACE going on and popping. So, I can be certified.
That'll hopefully make you more competitive in the technology field as well.
Yeah, man.
That's good, man.
So, pretty much, like I said, it was a good week as far as that. Of course, I had some more birthdays in the family. So happy birthday to the people. I know my cousin Brittany's birthday was yesterday or day before yesterday. So well, other than that, yeah, it was a positive week, man. But challenging.
That's good, man. What you
Man,
got, Big Trav?
Myself, man. I think I had to use the word I used last week, man. I think it was just another, solid week. Got some things done. Did have a little scare this week with the little one. Had to take him to the emergency room. He was sick, had a little stomach bug, throwing up and all of that. Besides that, man, like I said, it was another week at the schoolhouse. Finished strong.
Finished strong?
Yeah, man. Off for the whole next week. Officially on spring break. Like I said, we're doing the podcast a day early, man, because I'll be getting up out of here tomorrow. Be in the Caribbean for the next week.
Good man.
So
you're not gonna be on the podcast next week?
Yeah, we'll be back Saturday. We'll do it Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna miss a podcast.
I was gonna have to get you a replacement.
Ain't gonna miss a podcast, even if I had to call in.
You know what I'm saying? Replaced now.
But besides that, man, like I said, I think it was a pretty good week, man. I finally was able to get my book. It is now able to be purchased on Amazon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was big for me this week.
And I saw the giveaway.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I did a giveaway this week. I know we talked about it a few weeks ago. I read at 2 elementary schools here in the city, man. So what I did was put all the first graders' names in a bucket from those 2 schools and drew the names, man, and 2 students from Poole Elementary and Williams Elementary. They won them a little Big Dream Books gift bag, man. Had a shirt, water bottle, notebook, pens, pencils, book, a few different other things in it. So
got them right.
Yeah.
Woo.
So that was pretty a rewarding feeling this week as well.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, appreciate it. And besides that, man, I think that was pretty much my week, man. And before you, well, nah, I ain't gonna spoil it, but yeah, go ahead. I think it's like before. I think your moment was probably the highlight of our week, but I'll let you say.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna,
Big week for
spill
you.
the beans.
Big week for you, boy, man. I think I've been
yeah.
stringing it along on the past few podcasts as the process has been going on. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of, touch and go, but yeah, man. This Friday it all came together, man. Closed on the house. Now I own 2 homes. I own this one. And I own another property that's going to be my first investment property.
Congratulations.
Yep, appreciate you, man.
Congratulations,
We're going to actually fix that one up and flip it, get it back on the market. Hopefully have that process done in the next 5 to 6
Put
months.
me on the payroll, man.
Boy, you think I ain't one I am? I just got one thing, we don't pay much. You know? We got a lot of love for you. Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
But definitely highlight of my week, man. Highlight of actually this up to this point in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I told y'all when I was in there, my man got cut a check.
Yeah.
And it's not. I knew he was going to get the check. You know what I'm saying?
What, just seeing it.
The guy who sold me the house, of course, I know he gonna get his check. But to actually see the transfer of the check, you know what I'm saying? Like my man not waiting for this money to come from somewhere. He literally got a check for $50,000 in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we sitting at the table and we were across from each other. But the only thing I could think in my mind was, I just got to get to that side of the table.
Yeah.
Like that's how simple it was for me. Like, okay, well, I know in order to get that side of the table, I at least got to be in this room. I got to start off on this side of the table.
Yeah.
So get started.
You know what I'm saying? But you best believe, well, I'm end up on that side of the table. Keep attacking, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I respect how everybody get it, man, but I don't know, man. It's something about them big checks, man. That thing's sexy, man. Yeah. I think a $50,000 check, I think that's just the sexiest thing in the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? To you just on, you know what I'm saying? You can grind it out, but boy, if I get it at one time, my goodness.
Yeah.
But all in all, man, good week. And found something to do with my free time, man.
Yeah.
Started doing a little Ubering, and which helps me because I do real estate.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
2 birds with 1 stone. I'm actually out in the city now. And the crazy thing is, as I was, St. Patrick's Day weekend, I did a little Ubering this morning. I went somewhere, I'm like, oh man, it is houses right here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Headed over there towards the landings. It is a bunch of neighborhoods before you actually get to the landings. On Whitfield, I think that's Wheatfield, whatever it's called. Actually, GPS called it Whitefield. I never noticed it was an E in there.
I think that's what they...
Yeah. Yeah, but good week. All in all, I would have to say. And the past weeks have been challenging weeks, but I always, it's the same concept. I feel like they work together because it's how I know this week was a good week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't have one without the other. I need both of them. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, I talk with my hands. Yeah. Well, Trump just got on somebody for talking with their hands. So I don't put my hands in my pocket.
You said who?
Big dog. We're not gonna go at it. It's not a political. But
still trying to get sponsored. I don't say too much.
But this week, man, whoever watches our podcast know that we do our conference calls throughout the week. So one topic that came up this week, I guess we got somewhat of a consensus on it. It's kind of like taking risks. Right. You know what I mean? And some of our topics, we may kind of talk about that, but I don't know if we actually specifically just attack taking risks and the importance of taking risks. You know what I mean? And then, what is a risk? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think the better question for myself when I was asking myself, well, what is a risk? And I was going to think on what's not a risk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because this is why I say that. I'm riding down 95. I look up, there's this big sign, say 975 car deaths in Georgia so far this year. I'm like, dang, you want to pull over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is that not a risk?
Taking a risk every day getting in your car.
That's not a risk? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Working somewhere for 40 years and getting to retirement age and still not being able to retire, is that not a risk? You know what I mean? So today we're going to talk about taking risks. I guess first and foremost, what is a risk? You know what I'm saying? Or what's not a risk? Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think if we can quantify that, then maybe people may realize it's really not so risky after all. It's not much riskier than anything else I do. You know what I'm saying? So, Trav, man, starting with you, man, a risk. I mean, it's a word that everybody I'm sure everybody feels like they have a solid definition of a risk, but in your own words, man, what's a risk?
Man, I would say in my own words, just real simple. I would say a risk is just taking a chance, man, and really, it's a decision, a choice you choose to make.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, man, really what you said kind of summed it up. Like, what's not a risk? You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Like, just about everything we do is a risk. You know what I'm saying? It can have a positive outcome. It can have a negative outcome. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, you just have to determine, what you willing to risk. Right. You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to risk? Are you willing to get the negative outcome if that's what comes with it? And after that, are you willing to do that same thing over again?
Right.
I can give y'all a perfect example of a risk that I just recently took. You just spoke about the Uber.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I started doing the Lyft as well. And for a while now, man, I had my mom used to always tell me, why don't you do the Uber? And you know what I'm saying? I have people tell me they make good money. But I always I don't feel comfortable with folks getting in my car and then they sitting behind me too. And you know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, man, I just ain't. That just wasn't in me. You know what I'm saying? That just wasn't something that I was okay with doing. But I'm sitting now thinking, and I'm at a new point in my life, and I'm like, man, there's so many opportunities, though. It's so much money out here to be made.
So many opportunities.
You know what I'm saying? And because of my own personal reasons, you know what I'm saying, I'm blocking opportunities that's made for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think this also goes, I don't want to get off topic, but it also goes hand in hand with, I think a few weeks ago we talked about like something that I have a fear of or was fear of, and it was networking. Mm-hmm. That also goes hand in hand with having different people in my car. You know what I'm saying? I might get the right person in my car, and who knows what they, you know what I'm saying, exactly, the conversation we can have and whatever.
Where that can go,
Right.
Get a big time New York best-selling publisher or something. You know what I mean? You never know,
So this week, man, I signed up for Lyft, and Thursday was my first day, man, and I can tell you, bro, even after I signed up and I got in the car, I'm like, one side of me want to do it, the other side still like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, man, I was like, I do got to go to the dollar store, you know what I'm saying, and go grab me something to eat, and that's probably like 5 minutes away from the house, a straight shot. So I said, I'm gonna go up to the store. I'm gonna turn it on, ride up there. If I get a ride, I do it. If not, I'm gonna turn it off.
Right,
bro. You don't know how. Like my whole way there, I'm driving. I'm like, I'm just about to go ahead and turn it off. I'm just about to go ahead and turn it off. You know what I'm saying? I got to the light. I'm like, man, as soon as I get in this parking lot, I'm turning it off.
I'm turning it off. Yeah.
Man, I got to the light. I'm waiting. Said, ding, you got a ride.
Yeah.
Yes,
heart started beating fast. You know what I'm saying? Palms start sweating.
Yeah.
Whoa. So I'm like, bro, I'm about to take a risk. You know what I'm saying? I'm all in. Right. Boom. Hit it. Went and did it. And man, it was kind of not awkward, just something new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was new at first. The person got in my car. Of course, but they were on the phone at first, you know what I'm saying? So you know, of course I spoke.
Yeah, I like that. Boy.
Yeah. That was a good way to ease it on in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? She was on the phone, so I took her and dropped her off. But after she got out of the car, it was just like a sigh of relief. Like, man,
that wasn't that bad.
Maybe this ain't so bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I just took a risk, and I just got paid for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as she got out of the car, boom, I got another ride.
Ding.
Yeah. I'm like, man, let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Another person got off. I took them to work. And that, she got in the car and she was a whole lot more, you know what I'm saying?
Interactive.
Interactive. Which made me feel more comfortable as well. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, ever since then, baby, been history, boy. I've been on that road.
Been in there.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I think a risk is just a decision that you willing to make no matter what the outcome is. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn from it. I don't think you can lose. You're just gonna learn.
Right. But how do risks get on this pedestal? You know what I'm saying? Like, we put risk on this pedestal, like, oh man, he was willing to take a risk. You know what I'm saying? He would
lose.
But life is a risk, though.
Yeah.
So how do we like differentiate between, oh, that's a risk, that's a risk, you know what I'm saying? That's a risk, you know what I'm saying? But this right here, this is, you know what I mean? How can you separate the two is what I'm saying. Big job. We talking about risk, man. You know what I'm saying? Definition of a risk. You hear the word all the time, and me personally, when I read books on successful people, they say, I got where I was because I was willing to take risks, right? But the thing is, as I start doing the stuff, right, like buying this house, I can't say I've thought of it as a risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I know that something could go wrong? Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's kind of like getting in my car and going to Walmart. Yeah. Like, when I go to Walmart, I'll be like, dang, man, so many deaths on the road, man. You know, cars malfunction and people be texting. God, I don't know if I want to go. Oh my God, people be fighting in Walmart. I saw it on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I want to go to Walmart. Bro, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But there is risk. The human body, just in the environment we've been put in, everything, we weak, dog. You know what I'm saying? We fallible easily. Anything can happen. You know what I mean? Strong winds mess us up. You know what I mean? It's animals sit out in stuff that we couldn't better sit in. And, I mean, it's just, I feel like it's all the risk. But Big Jarvis, man, we talking about risk just from a working definition, man. You funny, dog. A risk, man. What's your definition of a risk?
I mean, Travis took the main ones, taking the chance. But
I love you, boy. I love how you qualify your statements. All right.
But I mean, risk. I mean, it's pretty much a verb, right? Would you say it's a verb?
Everything is a verb.
All right, cool. All right, so it's just, I would say, awaiting possibilities. Just rolling the dice, pretty much, because like you said, you taking a chance. You don't know what the outcome may be, so you just pretty much awaiting the possibility. Like you said, like Travis said, like he do Lyft, you do Uber. I haven't took that risk. So of course, all right, let me back up. I've been doing Uber for a while. I've been doing Uber for a couple of months now, but I don't like people getting in my car. You feel me? So I do Uber Eats. You feel me? I pick up the food by myself. I take the food by myself. No one's getting in my car. I'm scared to take that risk because, like I said, first and foremost, it's a risk for me. You know, you see my skin is bronze. Walking out the door is a risk. You feel me? Getting in the car is a risk.
That's actually a risk.
So you know what I'm saying? Like it depends on the person, first and foremost, and then how they view the risk. But like I said, everything is a risk. So like I said, I salute y'all for letting people get in y'all car. Because, like I said, I haven't took that risk yet. I thought about it last night when I was out. Because, like I said, I got off and I Ubered. So, I Ubered like till 5 o'clock in the morning. But I was delivering food. I ain't let nobody get in my car. But, like I said, this is pretty much, to me, just awaiting a possibility. Because, like I said, you don't know what the outcome may be. Like I said, you getting, since we're talking about driving, like I said, you get in that car, you taking the risk. Like, you know, you may see a cop, you're like, oh, I'm going to slow down. I don't want to take that risk, you know. You feel me? when you trying to cross the intersection and that light turn yellow, you like, oh, should I slow down? Should I go past this? So, like I said, it's just a waiting a possibility pretty much to me. I mean, but the norm is taking a chance, rolling the dice and seeing what the outcome may be.
And we do this all day, every day.
From the time we wake up in the morning.
And if you would have to admit, you're pretty successful with risk.
Yeah.
What?
I feel like I'm a pretty successful risk taker.
Yeah,
well, we all, because like I said, it's life. So you taking a risk every day.
27 years strong.
Yeah.
Risking, willing, and dealing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So put down your resume. I'm a risk taker.
Yeah, I'm willing and dealing. I've been making it happen.
Yeah, willing to take that risk.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? And I take risk every single day, all day. You know what I'm saying? From the foods I eat to everything, it's a risk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking somebody's word, okay, this is steak, all right. You know, I take your word for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The medicines I take, just everything, it's all risk.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know it's a risk because they give you all them side effects on the commercial, you know what I'm saying? Let you know, hey, you taking a risk.
It's a side effects longer than the commercial.
Hey, I know it's medicine, but you taking a risk. You know what I'm saying? So, my like I said, the point of the conversation is that the risk has been placed on a pedestal, as if it's this
something dangerous to do.
Yeah, like it's this thing that only successful people do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Only crazy people. You gotta be crazy to do that. You know what I mean? And it's like, nah, dog, that's not what a risk is. You know what I'm saying? A risk is capitalizing on opportunities. Period.
What possibility begins?
What possibility begins? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Walmart is an opportunity for me to eat.
Yeah.
I am going to capitalize on that opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Could something go wrong? Absolutely. Could something go right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were both different. Podcast last week. They're different sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
What does it matter? You know what I mean? I don't care about saying this. You know what I mean? People say don't speak style. If I go into this house and something happens, then guess what, fellas? Something happens. You know what I mean? Would it do something to me emotionally, mentally? I'm almost positive it will.
Yeah.
I don't even have control over them. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I feel something.
Right.
I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just saying I'm confident that I would live through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then whatever, you know what I'm saying? If another house came up, I'm gonna keep on attacking. I'll do something with that one too. But as far as risk, man, if we can take that aura that's around the word off, do you think that people would take more quote unquote risk? Do you think people would actually do what they desire to do? What appears to be risky? Because I guess one word that you can probably say is the opposite of the risk is the security. You know what I mean? Things that we feel secure in. But it's a false sense of security. You know what I mean? Because working a job is a risk.
Yeah.
At any given time,
It could lay you out.
could downsize.
Company could be gone.
Somebody could buy the company.
Yeah.
Your position could be deleted. Anything. How is that not a risk? How that's not a risk?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You thought you was going to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You got a nice little service package, but you gone. You done. You done, son. You know what I mean? That's not risky.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? You stash your money away on 401k every week. You get to 59 and a half. You don't put enough money to get paid $1,000 a month. That's not a risk, dog?
It is.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So if everything is a risk, why wouldn't you decide what kind of risk you took? If everything a risk, you know what I'm saying? Then, all right, boom. If everything a risk, then I'm at least going to risk doing something that I want to do. You know what I mean? Why risk going to a job you hate every day?
Right.
When you can risk doing something you love every day. They both risk. People don't think about jobs as risk. You know what I mean? Because they're safer risk. They are. You know what I'm saying? Just like a CD is a safer risk than real estate. You know what I mean? Are they both risk though?
Yeah.
Yes. Could both things go wrong? Yes. You know what I mean? So if they're both risk, then why not choose the risk that you really want to take?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes sense.
Why wouldn't you choose the ones you really wanted to take?
Yeah. Start taking bogus risks.
What you think? You got a chance to take a risk, right? You got 2 risks. One risk you hate. You hate going to that job. Every shit, you hate it, dog. You got another risk that I like that. If I could do that every day, man, that'd be cool. Which one you gonna take?
You're gonna take the good outcome, pretty much.
You think that?
I said it was gonna be a good outcome.
I ain't say it's gonna be a good outcome. If everything shake out well, it could be. But it's, all right now, you say you're gonna take this one, but you got kids, and the job got health insurance. You got nice vacation days. You know when you're gonna get paid. You know how much you're gonna get paid. Does any of that calculate into it?
I mean, of course. You said when you have a family?
Yeah, you got a family, you got kids to take care of. Because I don't want to kick it like, oh yeah, just do it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You know what I mean? Because you do have responsibilities also. I understand that my situation is different than other people's because I don't have any kids.
Just do it, man.
Yeah, you know, I may be more at liberty to. I would actually say it like this: I may be more at liberty to do it quicker than someone else.
Right.
You know what I mean? I may be able to do it quicker than you because I don't have anything dependent on me like that I have to consider. Right. But I don't think that kids is a reason to not take the risk at all. Yeah. You may have to be more strategic. It may take more time to get there. You may have to put something else to the side for a cushion more so than I would without kids or without that family or whatever the case may be, without that health concern or whatever it may be. But should that keep you from taking the risk? Should anything keep you from taking the risk?
No.
Anything?
No.
I don't get it. I honestly do not get it. What society would this be if everybody did what they love? What kind of society would we live in?
Way better one than we live in now.
Right. I bet you that number, that marquee that I was talking about on the highway, I bet that number will go down. People not getting off work pissed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody did what they want. What they really truly desire to do. What they love. You know what I mean? Will we live in a different place?
I think so.
I feel like it. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of do too, man. I feel like it's just so important to find what you love. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that it's so important to do it. All right? I believe that it's so important to take that risk. You know what I mean?
I would say, I think another reason taking risks has that aura around
that stigma,
it. Yeah, is because even when there's something that you love, you know what I'm saying, that you love to do, and you take a risk doing it, it may fail the first time. It may fail the first 4-5 times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that 4th time, they like, oh, I ain't gonna do it no more. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when they have it. Oh, nah, that's taking a risk, man. I done did that a few times. It ain't work. You know what I'm saying?
When I was talking about buying the trucks, the rigs, that's all I kept hearing. Oh, you don't. They wouldn't give me any reasons why I wanted to do it. They just told me all the reasons why I didn't want to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't asking you that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's how folks' minds are wired. What can go wrong?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think, like I said, it's just based on their experiences with taking those risks, and it just didn't work for them. But I think, like we just said, that's a part of taking risks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes it always ain't gonna work out how you want it to, when you want it to, how fast you want it to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's part of taking risks.
But that failure is a part of the risk.
Most definitely.
And then
it's a part of the successes too.
That's where I was getting to. The failure is a part of the success.
Yeah.
You can't have one without the other. Mm-hmm. If you didn't have the failure, how would you know when you made it to success?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How would you even know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did that pretty well. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
I think I said that last week.
Huh?
I said that last week.
What's that?
The little J. Cole quote when I said it's beauty in the struggle.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you know, I watched the. I completely just lost that train.
I'm sorry.
when I started talking, the only thing in my mind was J. Cole.
My bad, man.
I was like, I didn't even realize I had lost the train of thought. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, I watched the real estate videos and a lot of dudes talk about, yeah, man, when I did my first deal, I made money, but man, I left so much on the table. You know what I'm saying? And I think about this and I'm like, I could look back in 20 years and be like, man, I could have made another $15,000, $20,000. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because to a certain extent, to a more experienced investor, that can be considered a failure. Mm-hmm. Or, you know, and maybe farther on down the line, I would probably look back at that and be like, that was bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm out there.
Yeah.
I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what? You know what I mean? And whatever risk you're going to forego, just know you're going to be taking another one anyway. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not going to get away from taking the risk is what I'm saying. Like, you're not getting away. Everything you do is going to be a risk. So I would just like people to consider that. Just take that into consideration. While you list all the negative things that can happen from, just for example, you starting your own business, go ahead and list all the negative things that can happen at the job you work at that you feel is so secure.
Or if you didn't start your own business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We feel like we got so much security and stuff. There's nothing you can have security. There's no security. There ain't no security. You know what I'm saying? Nope. Yeah. There is no security. You feel me? Yeah. We are fallible, dog. Mm-hmm. We are it's bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. So ain't no security in nothing. Nope. I feel like it's worth it, man. I feel like what you want to do, that urge that you have in your heart, I feel like it's worth it. I feel like it's worth exploration. I feel like it's worth your time. I feel like it's worth your effort. I feel like it's worth your life. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what y'all think about this, fellas?
Yeah, I think it makes perfect sense, man. They go hand in hand with everything we've been talking about, and you know what I'm saying, just let people know that. I think it's more important just to try to help people get rid of that negative stigma around taking risks. Right. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully this podcast was able to help somebody do that. Yeah, man, you just gotta take risks and don't be scared to fail. And I think that's what it is, man. People just scared of failure. Mm-hmm. But they say, man, that failure sets you up for success.
Can't separate failure and success. Nope. They're all one thing.
That coin again.
First of all, they just concepts. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But the whole process is all one thing. This is all one process. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I said, I was going to say, Travis right on. This is well needed. Like I said, we are building awareness, and we are trying to take negativity out of pretty much everything, man. We're trying to eliminate negativity the best way we can, because it's a lot of negativity going around. I want to say all negativity, because some negativity is good, like correct criticism and stuff like that, like direct criticism to better yourself. But as far as as soon as your mind goes to negative thought, just eliminate it. Just try to be aware. Be aware. I got keep saying eliminate it. Yeah. I caught myself. I know he's about to come at me. Yeah. But be aware of it. And like I said, all things we talk about, just different concepts, so we can just be aware of just pretty much life. Because like I said, life goes by and we miss everything. So just be aware of
it. And Jarvis, you caught that, and I think all three of us in unison, we big on that. Yeah. Like, you get a lot of advice from people that tell you to eliminate stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of that. Oh, get rid of that. And then you kind of realize, I can't. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't. It's in there. They both go together. They hand in hand. I can't get rid of one without getting rid of the other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can't have one without having the other. So then the better thing is then what you come back with the correction, say, well, you can't get rid of it, but you should be mindful of it. Yeah. Because once you're mindful of it, now you can make a choice. You know, not now. Actually, you can make the choice. I was gonna say, once you mindful of it, you in control. Right. You know what I'm saying? You get yourself off of that autopilot. Yeah. Don't be on autopilot with negative thoughts. Right. Don't just whatever happens. So, fellas, we're not gonna beat a dead horse today, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think risk. I mean, I guess it could be a more exhaustive topic. I wish that we had somebody to kind of comment on it. I don't know if there's a comment on that blue tab right there. I can't. I feel like it is, but I can't see it. And you know, I'm not a tech guy. I'm scared to touch it. I don't want to take that risk. That's not my arena.
I'll probably look at my phone real quick.
Yeah, check it out real quick. Just see if somebody said anything, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got you. Ooh,
so that's my boy Jermaine, right? Shout out to him for tuning in, man. Just real quick, man. Since we, you know, y'all need some work done to your car. That's my boy Maine up here.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's up, man?
Mechanic Now, I think that's what this thing is, man. If y'all need some work done to your car, hit him up here, get you right.
That's what's up, man. Hey, while Jarvis looking that up, man, I know we talked about this on the conference call, but y'all know I watch them animals.
Listen, I was just wanting to say that. I wanted to talk about that. I know last week we talked about the lion, and you asked me about him, and I said I think he had the aura he had is because he doesn't have a lot of predators, people that hunt him. But like you, I was watching it yesterday too, and I saw some hyenas run some lions up some trees.
Hyena's a killer lion, bro.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that, and now I was like, okay, so I got to go back on the podcast and recant my statement. You know what I'm saying?
They have a much stronger bite power than the lion does. A hyena,
they ran about 4 lions up a tree, but it was probably about 10 hyenas.
And the buffaloes killed. We watched the buffaloes kill the lion that time. Mm-hmm. The buffaloes kill the lions too. But the thing is, you still right. They don't hunt them.
Right.
Like hyenas don't be like, all right, y'all boys, we about to go eat us some lion today.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They caught you slipping, so.
Yeah. Now they catch you slipping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they ain't waking up every day like, we eat anything. You know what I'm saying? Even you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of hyena, what you saw that boy Zion last night? I want to bring it up. I was messing with you. But yeah.
Because he a savage.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Did I see him last night? Tell him, did I see him last night? You think I did? When I did, I made sure everybody else did too.
Yeah.
And I saw him the night before that.
Yeah.
He played 13 for 13 night.
So watch out. He played tonight.
So
8:30.
8:30. Yeah, 8:30. Yeah. But
yeah, my bad. I found it. It was just your boy just shouting us out.
Oh, yeah, you said y'all boys keep working. Yeah, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the love. Yeah. So they weren't talking about the lions this time, man. They were talking about the tigers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the tigers are the same as the lion. Even worse because the lion's hunting a pride. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The tiger hunt by itself. Yeah. So would it hunt by itself?
I was gonna say the tigers hunt in more like wooded
jungles, right?
Well too.
So they gotta sneak up on their prey.
Big old cat.
Big old cat. You know what I'm saying?
But one thing they did say too about them is that they real good in that camouflage, man. You won't see them.
Right. And then the deer, man, it's amazing how they both work together. They hunt the deer, but the deer has bad eyesight. Mm-hmm. So when the deer looking, they can't tell what is what it, but it hears real well. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which is why. But the tiger also has the padded paws,
right,
to combat the hearing. I don't even want to go there because it all blow my mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the tiger is hunting and it has to get real close. Like it has to get within what they consider striking distance. Mm-hmm. And he would do it. Boom, boom, boom. Sneak up. Well, it was a female. Sneak up on him, attack, miss him. You know what I'm saying? Sneak up on him. Attack, miss him. Got 4 cubs at the crib waiting. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But the commentator said she will not succeed on the vast majority of her hunts, but there's so much opportunity around. All she has to do is keep walking for another shot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, once she's gonna do this and she's not going to be successful the majority of the time. But there's so many opportunities if she just continues to walk. If she don't give up, if she just brush it off, cool, keep walking, there'll be another opportunity. And she'll be, and all 4 cubs made it to adulthood. All 4 of them. And she survived. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's not about risk.
I was going to say, I think that go hand in hand with taking risks.
Okay, you're going to have to connect that for me because I want to hear that. But just like I said, man, there are opportunity. Everything is an opportunity. And I guess that may be the risk part. You got to be willing to do it. And Rashad said it last night. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about opportunity, man. There's always opportunities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you got to be able to see them. She could see the opportunities. You know what I'm saying? She knew what she could eat. She knew what she liked. She knew where they were. She knew where to go. You know what I'm saying? She knew where to go get the opportunity. And then she was willing every single time.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take an opportunity every single time. You call it a risk. I'm willing to capitalize on that opportunity every single time. Every time it comes available, I'm willing to capitalize on that opportunity. Yeah. The commentator didn't say she was taking a risk. It said opportunities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is a risk. You know what I mean? The prey she was hunting had horns. And it was one time she had a big gash in her side. And the commentator was saying it was either from a fight with another tiger or from the horns of her prey. Right. You know what I mean? Which is a risk for her. But like I said, man, it's also an opportunity. Yeah. So, Trav, how you connect those two?
Man, I would just say, man, it's just like I said earlier, it's just about taking risks, man. You even if you do it 3-4 times and you still fail, you gotta continue to keep taking the risk, especially if it's something you really want. And right. in the Tiger case, it was food. It's something she really not even want. It's something she needs. You know what I'm saying? To not only feed her, but her cubs as well. So I just feel like, and then people use that in their life, like, okay, yeah, you took this risk, it didn't work. Keep going.
Keep on going. Keep
take the next one. You know what I'm saying?
And to be real, Trav, we need that too. I mean, I know it may not be full, but you need to do the thing that you were meant to do. Right. Like, you need to do that. My wife wanted to be a dentist. You can't see it because it's out of the camera, but my wife has like 20 candles sitting on here that she made with her hands. Yeah. It blows my mind. I was just telling my boy John this. It blows my mind that somebody can make candles. I never even considered it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, not at the crib. I'm like, that's something that got to happen in the factory.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? She popping the candles off at the crib. My wife can do that all day long. She can do it all day long, from sun up to sundown, and she would not have a problem with it at all. You deserve to do that. You need to do that. You need to do what you love. Yeah. You know what I mean? Exactly. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna be it, fellas. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Definitely gonna leave the people with something. We always do each week. We actually gonna start with Big Jarvis this time, man.
Well, I started last week.
Yeah. I got something for him, man.
Go ahead, you go, Trav.
We're gonna write the love down. We're gonna start with Big.
Yeah, Trav. Man, I heard this earlier, man, and I said, you know, I like that. So I'm gonna leave the people with this, short and sweet. Said knowledge is the new money, man. You better get you some, man.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
It really is.
And I think that's self-explanatory, you know what I'm saying? And knowledge can come from anywhere, man. Just reading a book, you know what I'm saying? Even last night, man, last night we me, you, my partner Chop, Blue, we went to the bowling alley. And we were sitting down having that conversation, bro. I learned so much from just that conversation that we sat down and was having.
Right.
Before we were bowling. Right. Just about, all the ATMs and all of that other stuff. It's
Stocks
just like,
and all right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we all sharpening each other in that conversation.
Yeah, and that's what I think it's all about, man. I think knowledge, to a certain extent, knowledge is kind of a little bit more important than money. You know what I'm saying? And if you got knowledge, you good. Yeah. And if you don't,
you got knowledge, you can create well.
You better go get you some.
Yeah, I like that.
Man,
say it one more time for the people, man. Say it one more time.
One more time.
That's the money. That's the money.
Yeah. Knowledge is the new money. If you don't got none, you better get you some.
You better get you some.
Yeah,
that hit me. Jesus.
I want to go with. I think mine is going to be there's still value. Right? There's still value. It's a sermon that I heard before, but there's a scripture in the Bible where it talks about a lady who lost I think it was money, lost one of her coins and swept the whole house until she found it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the point of it was that while the coin was lost, it still had value.
Right.
hints while she was looking for it. You know what I'm saying? If you lose $20 right now, you ain't gonna be like, oh dang, I ain't got no value. I don't need it no more.
Yeah.
You're gonna strip it and find that 20. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go get the 20. So even if you're at a point right now where you feel lost in life, you know what I mean? You're not doing what you want to do. Things may not be working the way you thought they were going to work. Whatever the case may be, if it feels like it's dark and you were separated from the rest of the money, you still got value.
Yeah.
You still got the same value that you started with. You have lost no value. You know what I mean? You still have the same power, right? That 20 that you lost, once you find it, it still has the same buying power it had before it was lost. Right. You know what I mean? Nothing has happened to it. So the same for you, man. Nothing has happened to you. Like, you've lost nothing. You still had the same value that you started with. You still had the same potential that you had from the beginning. You can still do the same things you wanted to do from the beginning. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can still take the same risks that you thought that you may feel like you're too old for, your kids did, you had kids, or education, or whatever the case may be. You can still do it. You have not lost your value. Your value is still there. All right? The thing about it, you got to find the money to spend it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't spend lost money.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So take the risk. Find it. You know what I mean? You deserve to do it. You owe it to yourself to do what you love. No value lost. What you got, Big Jarvis?
Dang, y'all both came with some deep ones. Sheesh.
Don't cool us off. Yeah. We hot. We hot.
Dang, that's pressure.
Yeah. All right,
you in the wing. We just threw you the rock.
And you in the corner.
Yeah.
Ankle leg. Man, I was gonna go with. I was gonna say value, but you talked about it, CJ. I'm just gonna say cherish the time. Just cherish the time.
Okay. Bring that home for us.
Like I said, we all locked the same 24 hours. Just cherish the time. You know, we could accomplish a lot in that time. Also cherish the time with your loved ones, your friends, your family, of course your family. Reason I said that, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of friends had a lot of deaths in their families. Seen one of my high school friends, Jamal, he lost his mom, and you know, a lot of people get sick, and just like I said, just cherish the time, embrace it. That threw me off, but yeah, like I said, just cherish the time, cherish every moment, because like I said, you don't know when's your last. So I'm just gonna lead with that and just love. You know me, Big Teddy. Just love. Just bring love, man, and so. Yeah, that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Big Trav, man, you left your notes over here last week, but I kept them in.
I did it on purpose, man.
Oh, there you go. I kept them in the same spot for you. Hey, listen, this kind of get cleaned off. I did not let anything happen in that favor.
Appreciate that.
Go ahead and bring us home, big dog.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, if y'all want to get in contact with us, man, y'all can reach us at an email at whatifsavannah@gmail.com. Yep. Facebook, we here at #WhatIfSAV. Mm-hmm. Instagram, we at #WhatIf_SAV.
We there.
Follow us on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that. And that's What If Podcast. Search us on YouTube. And don't forget, we still got our tutoring going on in math, English, Spanish, some SATs. And for more information about that tutoring or just us in a whole, you can check out our website at whatifsav.com.
Where you getting better every week. You hear me?
Hey, I'm sorry, you smooth with it. You do some commercials or something.
We're gonna get that taken care of for you. Don't you worry about that. You got to be willing to network, though.
Hey, take a risk.
Hey, taking chances. I'm so sick of taking losses. Hey, it's the What If Podcast where possibility begins, fellas. Definitely enjoyed the week with you. Definitely enjoyed the conversation. Keep bringing your topics, man. I feel like we help people, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the mass scale, nope. But little by little. You know what I mean?
One is better than none.
One is better than none, man. It's gonna triple until it explodes.
Like I said, I think we failed a lot of people because a lot of people first is out the normal. Like you don't see three black brothers talking about uplifting, being aware of situations, being aware of life. positivity, of course, the norm. You see brothers sit down talking about booty shaking and all that. So I feel like we shocking people first because we bringing solid information and we changing lives. Like I said, I might sit here and look puzzled. I'm enjoying the process because, like I said, this whole journey is changing my life. So I feel like we're reaching out to a lot of people. Like I said, every week my mom tell me, oh, somebody heard the podcast and they tell y'all keep going. Y'all doing y'all thing. So like I said, I feel like we reaching out. Like I said, we started with the iPhone calling off the phone. Yeah. So now we live streaming. Like I said, we branching out. We in Georgia, we branching out, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina. So like I said, keep hitting that share button, man, and keep spreading the word, keep spreading the love.
I think I'm gonna recant my statement.
What's that?
I think Driver's right. I said we might not be reaching that many people right now.
We are.
Okay. All right, I'll take it. I'll take that back.
Just reaching a little at a time.
Okay. I can get with that.
Like I said, my auntie and uncles listen to it. They tell their friends, like, look, my nephew talking about some good stuff. And like I said, it takes one person at a time, one ear at a time, one mind at a time.
Okay. Good man.
So, yeah.
Definitely apologize to our YouTube viewers who
technical difficulties the last couple of weeks.
Who didn't get the video about 2 weeks ago? Got a call or two about that. I also have a message to relay about that. John Wilson said that when Jarvis was in charge of that he never had those problems, and he said he would like to have Jarvis reinstalled back into that position to ensure that they upload it every week. And I tried to defend whoever was in charge of that on that week.
Shout out to boy,
but John was not trying to hear that. But nevertheless, we do apologize to everybody who went to YouTube to view that video 2 weeks ago and it was not there.
Yeah.
While we won't be able to upload it, I hope that you can catch it on Facebook. But from here on out, we fixed that and it will be on there every week without fail.
Be on there by the end of the day today, bro.
By the end of the day, John Wilson. Hey, this is... Y'all good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
You good?
I'm great, man.
Hey, fellas, what if? This is What If Podcast where possibility begins. I'm your boy CJ.
It's your boy Trav signing out.
And this is your boy Jarvis. Yeah, man.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, man.
Yeah. Be safe out there.